Did you know the characters in Pokemon Sun and Moon look similar to the Ultra Beasts? Consider Lily and Nihilego. The dress and the hat. Same can be said for Lusamine and Guzma, who have a strong resemblance to Pheromosa and Xurkitree. Some even said that Gladion's color scheme is similar to Buzzwole. Ultra Beasts are all based on invasive species. In this case, the Lola region of Hawaii is filled with invasive species. Nihilego is also known as the parasite Pokemon. Nihil means nothing and ego means I. So Nihilego translates to I'm nothing in Latin. Also, it is the first ever rock and poison type until Glamora came in Scarlet and Violet. Nihilego used Lusamine as a host and killed everything in its way to return to its homeland. Nihilego corrupted Lusamine, and it was from the powerful venom that it mainly had. It was just so poisonous and intoxicating that Lusamine just went out of control. And Pokédex entry brings up that they could possibly be unable to feel any sensations, like touch or smell. It's very similar to ants, they just don't feel anything. And people on the street report observing those infested by it suddenly becoming violent. Nihilego controlled Lusamine's brain to the point she obsessed over Ultra Beasts and spent more time on them, rather than playing with her children, which explains why Lusamine dressed Lily to resemble Nihilego. Each Ultra Beast has a homeworld, and Nihilego lives in the Ultra Deep Sea. This art is strange at first glance, but the trainers look like as if they're standing in the ocean, but it could be in an aquarium where they're viewing from outside. But there's like multiple Nihilegos surrounding them. It's still a very abstract photo, it's taken deep in the ocean. Combine a muscular person and a bug together. That's exactly Buzzwole, an actual buff mosquito. What's crazy is that it has the highest base HP stat of all bug Pokemon. It is very violent and destructive. It is shown to be angrily and relentlessly piercing its prey with its diamond-sharp proboscis to drain blood, which results in death to the victim. And the proboscis was basically a long needle that came out of its mouth. It's so bloodthirsty, it drinks in order to fuel its muscles. As seen in the anime, it mainly flexes and uses a hissing sound. Buzzwole lives in the Ultra Jungle, and the trainer looks cool here. It's like he's commanding Buzzwole to set the volcano on fire. The trainer is controlling this Buzzwole, this huge Ultra Beast that's like 10 times bigger than him. And just imagine it was in real life, being next to Buzzwole, this huge mosquito that as soon as you get bit, it's over. Pheromosa won the most beauty awards out of the Ultra Beasts, to the point its codename is actually Beauty. Pheromosa can reach speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour in an instant. It also emits pheromones, hence the name Pheromosa. These chemicals produce behavioral responses towards other Pokemon. Any creature that goes against her becomes confused and loses the will to fight. Her homeland must be the desert because she's... Put a bunch of wires and a star together, there's Xurkitree. The star actually resembles a Moravian star, usually put on top of Christmas trees. This Ultra Beast supposedly raided a power plant, which is why it could discharge up to 1,000,000 volts at a time. When it runs out of power, it stabs its legs into the soil, being a tree to absorb electricity. It reminds me of the strangling fig. These are a group of trees that grow in distinct tangly ways on other trees to choke them out, and it's like a parasite host. With the theory that the original 7 Ultra Beasts are based on the 7 deadly sins, Xurkitree may be based on the sin of greed, as it is sometimes found invading the human world, inserting its plugs into the ground to take all the power from electric plants simply to generate itself. The heaviest Pokemon out there is Celesteela, tying with Cosmoem. Though it has a literal rocket fuel inside, there may be a different meaning to its design. Celesteela is based on Princess Kaguya, which was said to have been discovered as a baby in a bamboo stalk. This is like the design, visually combining bamboo shoots and trunks with elements of a space shuttle. It's very cool that there's a spacecraft named Selene in real life, also named Kaguya. It orbited the moon from 2007 to 2009, and the 2 years' latest numbers making up Celesteela's Pokédex number 797. This is the exact Pokemon you need when you're cutting up vegetables for dinner. Any opponent that dares to go against Kartana will be cut down with a single strike of its blades. But due to the nature of its body, it is also highly vulnerable to fire and moisture. Some people call this the origami Pokemon, and they went as far as making an actual paper replica of Kartana, which looks cool. It may particularly be based on the Noshi, which serves as gifts that express good wishes. In the anime, Kartana saved the Pokemon school from getting hit with a meteor by slicing it into small pieces. Its sharp-like qualities might be a reference to paper cuts. Ever feel so hungry at one point in time you decide to eat the whole fridge? Guzzlord is codenamed Glutton. It has a limitless appetite and a peculiar scream. Its excretion has never been seen. The theme song in its world is actually a reversed version of Hau'oli City. It's a parallel universe set in crumbling Hau'oli City after an unknown disaster. Looker and Nanu, along with a female faller, female assistant, they were tasked with tracking a Guzzlord and used the female assistant, who was known to be drawn to Ultra Beasts, as bait. Looker hesitated to attack the Guzzlord because of pity, which led to the female's death. The event traumatized both Nanu and Looker, and Nanu blamed the Looker for the female's death. Looker later experiences memory loss and ends up on Pony Island, where he meets Annabelle, who is also a female assistant faller. It's been confirmed that Poipole's design is partly inspired by bee larvae. Their way of saying hello is by producing venom from the needles on its head. It laughs wildly when it's doing so. Poipole lives in large numbers in huge nests that resemble wasp nests, alongside Naganadel, who serves as a leader. Naganadel clearly resembles more of a dragon, but also has a plump abdomen like a bee that stores tons of poison inside. Its stomach looks actually a lot like Poipole's head, as if the Pokemon turned upside down when it evolved. This is in fact what exactly had happened. On the Sun and Moon website, it is said that Naganadel's brain is in the abdomen, so that means the poison is its brain goo, a substance that also seems to carry out their thoughts. They're literally projecting part of their mind. It's a weird sci-fi twist. Is this a firework ball or a disco ball? I first thought it was a lollipop, but Blacephalon takes inspiration from Pennywise of It. It similarly tricks kids into coming near it, then pops its head to scare the kid, then it steals their vitality. Also inspired from various other things like balloons, dandelions, sparklers. Its ability to remove its head is like Dullahan in mythology, where a headless rider rode on a horse. Blacephalon is just like Pennywise, who draws children in while making them insane. The color of the sparks and shapes of stars changes with Blacephalon's mood. It has a rivalry with Xurkitree, often competing in contests to see who can shine the brightest. At first thought, I wonder how Stakataka counts as an invasive species, but it's from bricks that count as invasive to nature. Each Stakataka appears to be made up of many life forms stacked on top of each other. It's like the concept of aliens linked together in a group mind. Those flimsy rock legs that look like they're about to fall apart like Jenga could actually break a tree in half. Guess urban blocks really do become stronger than nature. Its species is designated to be the Rampart Pokemon, referring to a type of industrial military, and its English name has the word attack, so it makes sense to imagine Stakataka as an aggressive, competitive creature. It also gets very angry if something is put on top of it, which is funny since its whole concept is stacking on top of each other. This is like the wild cow ride. If a trainer manages to stay on top of Stakataka while it is shaking, the Ultra Beast will calm down and obey the trainer. We may have thought Onix was the heaviest rock Pokemon out there, but it is Stakataka indeed. And that's the wild world of every Ultra Beast. Honestly, the fact that these things aren't even from our universe still blows my mind. Like, one is a giant mosquito and another is a literal skyscraper. Let me know which Ultra Beast you think has the craziest backstory or which one creeps you out the most. I'm curious. If you like this deep dive into the weirdest parts of the Pokemon world, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.